Hi everyone, it's Grayson and this is Grayson Talks Everything. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're not new and are returning, welcome back. Do be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And also follow me on Instagram so you never miss the latest updates on when videos of mine are coming out. And to also just like and admire some fan art of mine that I regularly post on there, which some of that should be showing up on the screen right now. Alrighty, and the link to my Instagram is always in my description under all of my videos. But if you want to know my Instagram tag right now, that should be showing up on the screen right now. Alright, let's get into it. So today I'm doing something different because it's the holiday season, and I decided to do my first comic book read along with you guys. And it's going to be Christmas themed. So today I'm going to be reading an excerpt from DC's 1988's Christmas with the Superheroes. And I'm excited to read this with you guys. I'll look at the comments, or I'll see the messages that you guys send me and see if you guys like it or not. And if you guys do, I'll definitely do more of these. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, or Happy whatever other secular or religious holiday you guys are celebrating this year. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited to read this with you guys. Hopefully you have a copy, or if you don't, just listen and read along with me. Our first story is from Justice League issue 110 from 1974. Sorry, but there's nothing we can do for him. Santa Simpson is dead. And if I didn't know any better, I'd swear the key to his killer is in his hand. A key indeed, Batman, but no ordinary key, as your examination will show. No, this is a challenge, an invitation that will soon lead Earth's greatest heroes along a twisting, terror-fraught trail in pursuit of the man who murdered Santa Claus. And in the note it reads, "To the Justice League of America, a Christmas gift to you from me, a very extra special key. Beneath the arch it fits a lock that once it's turned will save a block of city folk, both mayor and bum, from being blown to kingdom come. So waste no time, don't hesitate, you have till 12 to find the gate. This key will fit, though I admit I think you'll be a little too late. Signed, an admirer." A man has died, the gauntlet has been thrown, and though across the world this night the air is alive with joyous tidings and holiday cheer, it is now alive with something else. The crackling electronic whisper of 2 Justice League emergency signal devices being put to urgent use. A supersonic impulse that circles the globe with a clarion call to battle. But though the call goes out to all, some are unable to answer. Barry Allen, the Flash, for example, spending the holidays with his wife, Iris, and her parents, 1,000 years into the future. Or Ray, the Atom Palmer, who, totally involved in exploration of submicroscopic universes, has lost track of the Yuletide season on his own world. And while Ralph, the elongated man Dibney, scuba diving with his wife Sue off the Caribbean coast, well out of reach of his JLA receiver, seemingly has not forgotten the season at all. Nor has Aquaman, King of Atlantis, as he presides over that undersea city's sacred festival of lights. Yet others who receive the emergency summons are not so distantly preoccupied. John, Red Tornado Smith, enjoying a casual stroll through the snow-draped Central Park with his lady friend, Kathy Sutton. Forgive me, Kathy, but I have just remembered an emergency that must be dealt with immediately. Oliver, Green Arrow Queen, and his lady friend Dinah, Black Canary Lance, interrupted in the midst of a more personal celebration. Whew, of all the lousy times for the JLA to call. And lastly, Hal, Green Lantern Jordan, caught in the act of perhaps for a Christmas Eve date? Never fails. Step into the tub and somebody's bound to call. And you whoop, clunk. The crucial JLA signal persists, and when it's not answered, there comes silent movement in the room. As a self-motivated power ring bathes its owner in emerald light, ascertains that his damage done to him is minor, and, failing to arouse him, surrounds him with a healing aura, then streaks off into the night. Come with us now to a certain urban ghetto and watch the rest of the scene run its course. So there I'm standing with these building plans I've worked months on clenched in my hand, and then this pig-headed idiot says to me, "Huh? John Stewart, alternate Green Lantern of Space Sector 2814. You are needed. Wait a minute. What if I don't want to go? Whoa! Thus has the summons been sent, and the clan gathered, but as we can see by turning our attention to a satellite whirling 22,300 miles above the Earth, it's desperately small clan. Indeed. Might as well get started. Looks like we're going to be the only members who are going to show for this meeting. Close, brother, but no cigar. You'd better add Green Lantern to the roster of those present. Who? You? You may be wearing the uniform, friend, but you are not Green Lantern. Tell us how you got in here, or easy, brother. I just keep it cool a second, and this little ring will tell you anything you want to know. Hal Jordan told me about this dude Soups. Let him talk. And as the power ring explains to the JLA all that we have already seen, I've been programmed by my master, where he ever too incapacitated to answer your summons, to secure John Stewart and deliver him to your presence in my master's stead. There's the whole story, gang. The Green Lantern, regularly scheduled for this time, has himself one monumental headache, and you have me in his place. What a miserable way to spend Christmas Eve. Pardon my asking, Green Arrow, but why is this particular evening different from any other? What? You gotta be kidding. It's Christmas Eve is different because, how do you explain something like that to a doggone machine? My artificial origins have in no way impaired my capacity for learning, Archer. If you're unequal to the task of answering my simple query, merely say so and I will understand. Unequal? Why, you lobster face? Okay, that's enough. If you have so much extra energy, Bowman, why don't you devote it to the problem at hand? And what problem is that, Batman? The problem of this key, John Stewart, Green Lantern. Unless we find the lock it fits before the stroke of midnight, an entire block of innocent people will be blown to pieces on our behalf. Heavy. You have any idea where to start looking? As a matter of fact, Green Lantern, I have. And you would too, dear reader. If you've read the tag attached to that key most carefully, the clues are all there. All you have to do is find them. And if you found the clues, you should find yourself next to the famous Gateway Arch in the city of St. Louis, Missouri, listening in on the trio of Justice Leaguers as they plan their next move. If Batman's deduction is right, and I'm betting it is, we've narrowed our search area down to one city. Great! So what do we do now? Logically, we try this key in every lock in the city except that it would take us years to finish this job. Now, if the Flash were here, unfortunately the Flash is absent, Superman, but I am here. And if our standing Green Lantern will utilize his power ring to make this key gear counter sensitive to the lock it fits, I will endeavor to serve as the Flash's substitute. Forgive me, Tornado. You're right, of course. Please, go ahead. Okay then, brother. A little concentrated willpower and zap. You get that key anywhere near the correct lock and man, you're gonna know it. Like a wild Midwestern whirlwind, the red tornado hurls around the city's bustling streets, through the residential areas, business districts, up well-paved avenues, down dirty cobbled roads, but the result is always the same. I scoured the entire city, and thus far the key has reacted to nothing. A few moments more, then I will return to the others and admit my defeat. But as the red tornado swirls around the rutted, rubble-strewn street, the key, pulsating, throbbing like an overreactive heart. In this crumbling building before me, I found the lock. It fits. And brief moments later, if I didn't know better, Tornado, I'd swear you were smiling under that helmet. Perhaps, Superman, for I have found the lock we seek, and I suggest we make use of it quickly. But as the Justice Leaguers move on to the fellow Tornado's suggestion, Season's greeting, mister. Can you spare a quarter? How about you, brother? Spare some change? Huh? Yeah, how about you, Mr. Green Lantern? You black too. Can you help a brother make it through Christmas? Really wish I can, little fella. But they don't put pockets in these outfits. Look, why don't I just use the power ring to whip up some... Stewart, I don't think the Guardians allow that. If you really want to help these kids, you'll wish them a Merry Christmas and head into that old house with the rest of us. Because if we don't find that bomb before midnight, those kids and everybody else still living in this sump hole won't be around to see Christmas. Sorry, little brothers, but the man's right. Maybe I can give you something later. With an almost silent click, the key turns into the lock, and cautiously 6 colorfully garbed figures enter the crumbling tenement. Their progress observed by 2 darkling eyes that peer coldly, emotionless through the gloom of a hidden control room. Man, this place looks like the underside of a rock. Welcome to the inner city, ladies and gents. If you think this joint is bad, you should see some of the filth holes I've had to live in. Let's discuss relative real estate merits afterwards, people, after we've located the bomb. Huh! A trap door! And when the 6 startled heroes staggered to their feet, any bones broken? Everyone's alright? So far, I guess, but we ain't gonna stay that way for long. Look up there! Looks like someone's trying to drop coals on our Christmas stockings. Hot coal. More than mere coal, Archer. That thing descending towards us is a miniature sun. A sun with a yellow core, I bet, because the power ring has no effect on it. Maybe a yellow core, but its primary radiation is that of a red sun, which saps my powers. Gotta try to destroy it before it's too late. You out of your mind, Soups? Without your superpowers, that thing has you outmatched all the way. I at least have a chance. If any of you others attempted it, it would be suicide. Suicide my ear. We can't let you shut up, Archer, and listen to me. Whether you like it or not, I'm trying it, and I'm going to need your help. And moments later, a pain-wrecked man of steel races into action, with every step it takes searching agony, searing agony. Every notion, every motion, racking torment. But still, he continues, for he is Superman, and he will never admit defeat. Soups did it. He blew that sun to smithereens, saved us. But where is he? What happened to him? I'm afraid I know. That explosion blew Superman to atoms as well. But before the heartbroken heroes are lost to their depression. Oh, Oliver, I can't believe he's gone. Look, something opening the wall. A portal of some sort. Then let's make use of it. Superman may be gone, but our mission still remains. Instance after, as the 5th and final Justice Leaguer steps across the portal, the doorway is sealing shut behind us. And with good reason, Black Canary, take a glance at what's ahead of us. A circus calliope playing its own music and spewing out gas. It's gas choking me and blasting ring. It's useless against it. The room is sealed shut. No way for my super whirling to dissipate the poisonous fumes. My companions are doomed. Tornado's right. We've all had it, unless it's a long shot. I'm not even sure I still have the power, but if I can just hit the right note to counter the Calliope's song. For the first time in many months, the lovely Black Canary throws back her head and sings a silent ultrasonic melody that forces the choking fumes away from the gasping jail airs. I can breathe again. Look, another doorway opening in the wall. Then let's get out of here. Come on, Dinah. We've got to move fast. I can't, Ollie. My ultrasonic song is the only thing holding back the gas. I have to say. But you don't. Dinah, no! As he strikes the steel-hard floor, the Emerald Archer is whirling, lunging towards the room behind and the darling girl he loves. Too late. Dinah! Got to get back and got to get to her. She needs me. Dinah needs me. Archer, Oliver, Pull yourself together. The door is impenetrable. There's nothing you can do for the Black Canary. There's nothing anyone can do for her now. While elsewhere, a certain shadowy figure is doing plenty. As you have observed, sir, 2 of the Justice League have now fallen to your superior ingenuity. Do you wish me to continue? Continue? Of course I wish you to continue, Keyman number 1. How do you expect me to rest until the Justice League of America is completely dead? Or I am. And my friend, when the key slithers off to his mortal coil, he's taking as many as he can with him. Come on, guys. What are y'all crawling for? The slunk who murdered Dinah is waiting for us at the end of this maze, and nothing will stop me from getting my hands on him. And it's fortunate for you to said that, Green Arrow, for something surely intends to try. Observe. What in the blue blazes? Giant globes like Christmas tree ornaments bounding towards us? And I doubt if they're friendly. Whatever you do, men, don't let those things touch you. That is something the world's greatest heroes needn't be told, but as their unique abilities are brought into play against the careening globes. Ornament about to hit Green Arrow from behind. No time to use something from my utility belt. All I have to deflect is that globe is myself. Huh? And in the frozen instant before the battling Broman's startled eyes, that ball absorbing Batman into it. Got to do something to save him. Too late. Batman's gone. I couldn't save his life either. Shelve it. Another one of those doorways opened up across the room. All we gotta do is get to it. Near as I can figure, those huge ornaments are tracking us through our body heat. And if it's heat they're looking for, these 2 incendiary arrows should supply them with plenty of it. Hey, it worked! The globes are all being attracted to me, leaving the other guys to clear. Stewart, Tornado 1, get the heck out of here, quick! Green Arrow, what? Don't question the man, just move it! Sweet sister, that dude ain't got a chance against those hungry mothers. He sacrificed himself for us. Then I suggest we endeavor to make our efforts worthy of Green Arrow's sacrifice. I'm with you, pal, if you said what I think you said, but I don't think that the troop in the Tin Soldiers sees it quite our way. They're preparing to attack. Yeah, I guess you could say that, seeing as how they're trying to blow our heads off. Hey, this gleaming gizmo is finally working on something. It's blast. Spoke too soon. Those toys aren't only soldiers, they're chameleons too. They've transformed their colors, become totally yellow, so the ring no longer affects them. They've grown heavier as well, Green Lantern. My rolled one does not disperse them as easily as before. That kind of news I'd rather not hear, brother. 'Cause if my ring ain't working and your breeze hasn't blown, then mister, we have just about had it. Do not lose confidence, Green Lantern. The battle is not lost until you cease to function totally. Them words to live by, pal. I'll have them engraved on my tombstone. Huh? Another portal sliding open behind us. It takes only an instant for the 2 startled heroes to tumble through the unexpected opening. Then, it's sliding shut after us again, cutting us off from the march of those weirdo soldiers. But why? They had us. I don't understand. Nor do I, Green Lantern, but perhaps the answers await us at this darkened tunnel's end. While in a now familiar elsewhere. There, sir, if you will observe, you will see the remaining members of the Justice League have been destroyed. Splendid, Keyman number 1. Excellent. I swore I'd have my revenge on those witless fools and I swore I'd outlive them all. Well, most of them anyway. And I have. By thunder, I have. The arrogant dolts. They really thought they'd taken care of me for good when we last met. I'll find a way to escape no matter where you put me, Superman. Really? Even from my fortress of solitude, where you'll be kept in a state of suspended animation? They might have indeed been right rid of me then, had not Superman's suggestion been ruled unconstitutional by the too-lenient judge. Instead, I was sentenced to 20 years to life. But as it turned out, life was the shorter of the two extremes. For a routine examination by a prison doctor revealed, "I'm sorry, but there is no doubt the various psychochemicals you've injected yourself with over the years have destroyed your cellular balance. In a word, you are dying." "I wouldn't last out the year," the doctor said. "I might make it through Christmas, but I'd never see another new year." Under the circumstances, I was paroled from prison to carefully plot my vengeance. The Justice League of America was responsible for the only defeats I'd known in my life. How could I leave them alive to witness my final defeat, my death? The murder of that dime store Santa Claus, the key clue that led the Justice League into my specially prepared death maze. All the result of months of planning and preparation, all part of my unique Christmas gift to myself, my last gift. The destruction of the "Forget it, brother." The tag on that gift should say you can't open until Christmas, and it's still a few minutes before midnight. Who? No, it can't be. It's impossible. A most illogical statement, villain, since we are obviously here. But, you're not here. I'm dreaming. Then you must be dreaming as all well, Key. Superman, Black Canary. I'm losing my mind. Put that last comment in the past tense, Needle Nose, and I'd probably agree with you. Green Arrow, Batman. Then I'm not hallucinating, and you're all alive. How, scoundrel? The answer is simple. I am the reason the Justice League survived your diabolical schemes. Of course, I should have realized. Only one man could constantly be in the right place at the right time to save the lives of each of us. The Phantom Stranger. I deserve no credit, Batman, for performing an act you most certainly would have performed yourselves had I not been there. When the opportunity presented itself to replace the Key's underling, it took nothing more than that. No, you can't ruin me this way. I won't let you spoil everything. If I can't have the Justice League, I'll settle for the second best, that precious city, a block of people you try to protect. Hey, the Key's gone. Crackers, better stop him. But the jailer's attempt that. It's too late, you fools, too late. The primal key has been turned, and in moments the area above us for several square blocks will be blown to atoms. Can't reach him, only turning on that key through a yellow force field around him. Admit it, heroes, you've blown it. I won. The Key has won at last. He's getting away, and there's nothing we can do to stop him. I would think you'd have other matters foremost in your mind right now, Black Canary. For the Doom Bomb's irreversible countdown has begun, and above you there are many people who will perish unless. Say no more, stranger. We're on our way. An instant later, a mass evacuation begins as those of the Justice League, each in his unique fashion, work to clear the bewildered residents from the danger zone before the impending cataclysm can occur. And at last, only a few more seconds till the Key's booby trap wipes out this whole miserable neighborhood off the map. The Justice Leaguers have saved all of the local residents, so I guess it's up to me to save the rest of the town from the shock wave that will result when the bomb goes. When the smoke of the eruption has cleared. Huh? Those buildings should have been destroyed by the explosion, but looking at them now, I swear they've just been built. They were, Archer. It's against the Green Lantern's code to use the power rings to give these folks new housing, so I just used it to reconstruct the old buildings in the instant they were destroyed, minus the roaches, rats, collapsing ceilings, and such. Those old tenements are now as clean, as solid as the day they were built. I promised these kids a Christmas present, and they got it. Fantastic. Who says they don't make things like they used to? I've really got to hand it to you, Green Lantern. Green Lantern? You know, that's the first time you've called me that since we've met. Yeah, well, maybe you finally earned it, hero. Hate to intrude on such a vital revelation, gentlemen, but I thought you'd like to know. In the heat of the past few minutes' confusion, nobody noticed but the Phantom Stranger is gone. Again, without saying if he'll accept our offer to join the JLA. Guess he just stopped by to give us a little Christmas present of his own. The Epilogue. Then, in a certain orbiting satellite several hours after the Justice Leaguers have said farewell to their substitute Green Lantern, you've summoned me, fellow members, for a reason of some importance, I hope? My friend Miss Sutton seems to be growing a trifle annoyed with my sudden departures. We think it's important, Red Tornado. We wanted to give you this. I do not comprehend what I have done to deserve such an honor. It's not an honor. It's a gift. A Christmas gift from all of us. Humbug. Why, a new uniform of some kind? A new Red Tornado uniform, to be precise, chum. Black Canary designed it and sewed it herself. I was just too tired of that drab, grim outfit you've been wearing. Go ahead, Tornado. Try it on. There is a whirling blur of motion in the chamber, and then... Thank you, my friends. This new uniform is most appealing. Yet, I still do not understand your purpose in giving it to me. But we need no purpose, Red Tornado. Don't you understand? It's Christmas. The satisfaction, the reward, is in the simple act of giving. Giving? Do you mean as in the way of each of you sought to give your lives earlier this eve that the rest of us might live? Not exactly, Tornado. It's more like, no, Dinah, maybe Red Tornado is right. After all, they say the man whose birth we celebrate today gave his life that all the generations to follow him might live in peace. Just wish him a Merry Christmas and be done with it. Am I hearing right? What did you say, Oliver? I said Merry Christmas, a simple Merry Christmas. You want to make something of it? Uh-oh, Oliver. You've already made enough out of it for all of us. Merry Christmas, sweetheart. Merry Christmas to everyone. And that is a sentiment we'd all like to share. Season's greetings from all of us here to men of good will everywhere. The end. Wow. So there you have it. That is our first read-along, which is ironically Christmas themed. So what did you think? What did you think of the story? What did you think of my reading? I don't really think I did that good. I'll definitely get better. But again, share all your thoughts down below, good or bad, in the comment section. And then don't forget to like, comment, share, and do all the other fun stuff that you can do on YouTube. And again, follow my Instagram so you never miss the latest updates on when videos of mine are coming out. And to also just like and admire some fan art of mine. And more videos should be coming out soon. And the link to all of that should be in my description. So, yeah. Bye, everyone. Happy holidays.